Hello and welcome to the video. In this episode we're going to be talking about the 7 best productivity apps for gamers. As gamers, it's important to be as productive as you can with the time that you have. Not everybody can game for 8 hours a day or long into the night. Sometimes you might only have 30 minutes or less to do some gaming on any given day. Because we all love gaming, of course that's why you're here. We want to be able to do as much of it as possible. Being productive with your time can seem tricky, especially when you have to balance work, family, and other responsibilities. The key is to find what works for you. Having a bit of motivation and organisation will work wonders. Anyway, enough of the motivation. I decided to put together this information to share with you some of the apps that I use on a daily basis that relate to my productivity and gaming habits. I hope you find this information useful, and if you can think of any others that I've missed, be sure to let me know. The first app is the PlayStation app. So this is the official PlayStation app that links to your PlayStation account. From this app you can buy games from the PlayStation Store, view your trophies, and interact with your PlayStation friends. One of my main uses for this app is checking out my trophies list. It's pretty satisfying to see this list increase as I continue to play more and more great games. This will give me a bird's eye view of the trophies that I've earned and have yet to earn for any given game. Once I finish the game and I'm going for the Platinum trophy, this is an easy way for me to track my progress with the remaining trophies. Of course I do use PSN profiles for trophy management as well, but that's more for when I need help with a difficult trophy or something like that. Another excellent use for this app is to check out the PlayStation Store itself. This way you can keep up to date with the latest sales. By adding games to your wish list, you can keep an eye on their price and buy them once they're on sale. Full disclosure here, I don't own an Xbox One, so I'm not sure if there's an equivalent app for this, but I'm guessing one does exist. The next app is Google Sheets. My productivity life right now lives in the Google suite of products, quite honestly. I initially started using this for work and found it to be very handy, which is why I started migrating my Gamer Creatrix content onto Drive and haven't looked back since. Being able to access my files from any computer or device is super handy for keeping on top of things. In particular though, I found Google Sheets to be extremely powerful in terms of increasing my productivity by speeding up my workflow. The biggest use I get out of this app is managing lists of items. For example, as you may have seen on my blog, I track my gaming collection using Google Sheets. I also track other lists in various sheets, such as content for my Gamer Creatrix blog. Using Google Sheets as a content tracker allows me to see an overview of the content super quickly. This helps me to plan future topics to talk about, for instance, which makes life a lot easier. The next productivity app is basically a timer app. Now, I don't use a particular app for this other than the stock timer app that comes with my phone, but it's something I highly recommend. Being able to set timers for gaming sessions, planning blog posts, creating Instagram posts, or whatever is very helpful for me. By setting a time limit for various tasks, I'm motivated to get the task done in an allocated time. In terms of gaming sessions, I do during the week set myself a block of time each day for gaming, so I can be sure to squeeze it in along with everything else in my day. Of course, I don't always set a timer for things, but I find that when I do, I tend to get more done. Especially if it's a task I don't really want to do. I know if I set a timer for 15 minutes or something short, I'm more encouraged to start it because it's only 15 minutes. This was the process that I followed recently when trying to beat my gaming backlog. I set aside 1 hour per game so I could work through a lot of the games and see if I enjoyed them or not. This allowed me to get a taste for each game and then decide to continue playing them or just maybe put them in the bin. The next app I want to talk about is IFTTT, or If This Then That. I first discovered IFTTT, the automation powerhouse tool, a few years ago. We were looking into the idea of automating certain things around our home. Of course, that didn't really pan out, but from the research I discovered the power of IFTTT for my own stuff rather than home automation. A good use I have for this tool is automating certain social media tasks. For instance, when I post to Instagram, it pulls that post and adds it to my Facebook page, or my Pinterest page, or whatever is linked to it. I also use it to back up my Instagram posts to a Google Drive folder so they're stored away safely. IFTTT can also be used to send certain news articles to you in an email or similar so that you don't miss out on breaking news. The list is pretty much endless with the amount of tasks you can automate with this tool. I would highly recommend checking it out, even experimenting with creating your own app lists or something for automating tasks. The next app on this list is Trello. I've only recently started making use of Trello for working through my gaming backlog. Trello is a free-to-use application that allows you to track all of your tasks and activities in a visual way. I wrote a pretty comprehensive post about how I use Trello to manage my gaming backlog, which is well worth the read to get you up to speed. Being able to manage the games I'm currently playing and determining what games to play next are all decisions made so much easier through the use of Trello to manage things. I feel such satisfaction moving games from one list to the next until completion, and that motivates me to continue. I also use Trello for managing some of the aspects of the Gamer Creatrix blog. If new ideas for posts come to me during the day, I note them down on a card. Or if I notice some things need to be tweaked on the website, for instance, I'll make a card for it. You can really use this free tool however you want. Next app is the Discord app. Now, Discord is essentially a free chat app that is aimed at gamers. You can set up or join different groups depending on your preference. Within groups, you can chat via text or voice and interact during gaming sessions, share tips and tricks, or just have fun and friendly conversations. From there, you can coordinate gaming sessions with friends and be able to type or speak them simply from your phone or computer. I'm a member of a few groups, namely one for Pokemon Go in my local area. However, I don't think I'm using Discord to its fullest potential. I'm hoping to be a lot more active on Discord over the coming months as I learn about what it has to offer. The last app is a special mention, and it's something called Helvetica. This is something I came across when putting together this article that looks super interesting and appealing for gamers. Helvetica is described on its website as a way to gamify your life. Essentially, it does this by tracking your habits and allowing you to earn rewards based on your progress. I'm honestly not sure if this is aimed at a younger audience than me, but personally this sounds totally amazing, and it's something I'll be trying out in the near future. That's it for the end of this episode. I hope you found this information useful. Hopefully you gained some insight into the productivity tools that I use as a gamer. If there are any apps that you'd recommend, please do let me know. I'm always eager to try out new apps and tools, so I would love to hear from you. If you're new here and enjoyed this video, please do hit that like button, as it tells YouTube this is a video worth watching. As well as that, why not consider subscribing to the channel for more great videos? Thanks for watching.